In this block, we will see how to implement a progress bar showing download of a file, or else it might be due any other task even. So whenever you are trying to perform a task and you want the user to know the status of the task, we use these progress bars. So here we are using a plugin called percentage indicator here. So with the help of this plugin we are providing these progress bars. So try to add this plugin. So currently we are having the version 2.1.5, and when you are trying to use this tutorial, please try to use the latest version available. So let us now dive into the code. So starting from void main, we have declared a myapp class which is extending stateless widget. Here we are also specifying a title as circular progress. So the progress bar which we are trying to see in this particular tutorial is in the form of a circle. So, and this is a theme data optional colors we are specifying here, and we are redirecting or navigating to my home page here. So inside my home page state, we are declaring our code to display this progress bar. For example, here you can consider a column. I have specified the alignment as centered so as the every element which I have specified in the particular page should appear in the center of the page. So that's just a design aspect. You may use it according to your requirement. So here I have mentioned a circular page indicator here. So this circular page indicator having the components or parameters like radius, line width, percent. So let us see one by one. So the radius indicates the size of the circle. We'll be seeing in detail about these parameters and how they affect the view of the circular percent indicator. And let us try to see the output once here. So this particular circle page indicator, you can see the first one here. So the code belongs to this particular indicator here. So you can see the radius we have specified as 100 here. So the circle is a bit smaller, and when you consider the second example, we have specified the radius as 180.0. So generally the circle appears bigger. And also if you see for the first page indicator, we have specified 80% here. So we have specified 0.8 so that 80% of the progress is being completed, and the second one is 70% completed. And we have specified some text. It's an optional thing again. So if you want to specify any status, you can specify with the help of this particular text. It's an header text. We have a parameter here, and also there is a parameter to show any specific icon. For example, if you are downloading any music file or any other image or video, you can just specify its thumbnail, or you can just specify a default icon which resembles that particular action being processed. So it's again a completely optional one. And the size for the icon and the color for the icon we can specify here, and you can change the colors and the size accordingly to your requirement. And we have completely given blue color for this, and as you have several options, you can change them to the color you require. And we have provided some padding space in between the two progress indicators. In real time you may use any one of the either indicators, but as a part of tutorial I am explaining you comparing the two indicators. So here when we come to the second indicator, here we have provided 70% as filled one. So you might even consider this 50% or whatever it might be depending upon your requirement. So as the first indicator, the second indicator is also having the same parameters, and depending upon your requirement you might use any of them. Whenever you are getting the file status, so whenever you are uploading or downloading, you will be getting a particular status in the terms of numerics. So you can directly append to this particular percent parameter and it will start updating the view automatically. So this way we can implement a circular progress bar in Flutter. So not only for downloading and uploading, for any purpose, for processing any data or for providing any output to the user, sometimes we need some computations to be performed in the back end. So to make the user know the status of the work, we use these kinds of indicators. So if you have any doubts or queries in this particular tutorial, the code for this tutorial is available in the description section below, and also let me know your queries in the comment section below. And if you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel and hit on the notification bell icon for more interesting tutorials coming up.